welcome to today's video, and today we want to talk a little bit about our dinner at the Rainforest Cafe in Galveston. So, Rainforest Cafes were a thing when we were growing up. They were everywhere, and you typically only found them near malls or in a mall.
Yeah.
They were it was the mall thing. Like, you felt like $1,000 if your parents said, "Yeah, we can go eat at Rainforest Cafe today."
Until you had the headache afterward.
See, the parents had the headache. We didn't. Now we get the headache. Anyway, so the reason that we ended up deciding to go to Rainforest Cafe is because we use an app called Fetch. And we'll go into Fetch, or I will go into Fetch in a separate video and talk about what it is. But essentially what it is you scan your receipts from anywhere and you get coins. And some products or companies will give you more coins for certain products, but you can redeem them for a free gift card. And you have an account and I have an account. And between the two of us, we had enough for $75. And we looked around Galveston to see what was available in Galveston that matched with gift cards on the app. And there were several, but we decided to give Rainforest Cafe another try. The last time we went to Rainforest Cafe was our trip to San Antonio, long before we had a vlog.
Yeah.
And long before, you guys got to know us. And we were actually not there very long. We were sat right underneath the gorilla. We were having car problems. I was freaking out. And the waitress, it had been 20 minutes waiting on the waitress in a almost empty restaurant bring us our drinks. We got up and left. So we're like, okay, this is another time that we can experience it. And we can do it for relatively inexpensively to free. Because we did take a look at the menu beforehand, and I'll insert some pictures of the menu, video of the menu later in the video. But it was, number one, the parking at the Volcano Bay in Galveston is insanity.
You mean Rainforest Cafe?
What did I say?
Volcano Bay.
There's at least a volcano there.
There is a volcano there.
There is. You can't miss it. It's got a big, huge volcano. At Rainforest Cafe.
Volcano Bay.
Volcano Bay is in Florida. So, parking. Rainforest Cafe is on the seawall. It shares parking with a hotel and another restaurant. So if you are coming at it on the seawall, you are going to find absolutely no parking. However, if you go around the block and come up along the side of it, there is parking in the back, and there's also a sign that says there's parking across the street at another location. So, the thing is the website does not tell you this.
No.
That annoyed me.
We had to hunt for parking.
It would have been very nice on the website if it stated where parking was located for this restaurant, because if you don't know, if you're not a local, if you haven't been there, and we even watched YouTube videos ahead of it,
and no one really talked about parking.
No one talked about the parking. The parking is atrocious. So you either have to come at it along this, you really want to come up from it along the side.
They're on 53rd Street.
Yes. Nice. Way to go. And it's either parking right behind it on your right or left, and you have to walk across the street. We were there 30 minutes ahead. No. Yes.
We were there a while ahead because we had technically a 7 o'clock reservation.
Yes. And we
were there at like 5:30.
5:36, somewhere in there. And it took us, we left the hotel at about 6. And it took us 20 minutes to find a parking spot. So, because I'm like, oh, well, if we're there about a half an hour early, parking shouldn't be a problem. And so,
good luck with that.
Yeah, that was, if we had been at a hotel that was closer, we probably would have just parked and walked. And that was actually our plan. So we went back up around, And that's when I went, oh, hey, there's parking behind it.
Uh-huh.
And there was one parking spot. But the thing
Uh-huh.
is the restaurant wasn't that busy.
Yeah, where all the parking was, I don't know.
Where all the
Unless they were over at the beach.
Yeah, and see, that's another thing I think that's one of the problems is that it's right across from the seawall, so people will park and then go across the street to the beach. So we went up to the hostess and we told her we're here about 30 minutes early. Is there any way we can go ahead and get seated? And she's like, oh yeah, there's not a problem. There's like literally no wait. So they canceled our 7 o'clock, reissued us a 6:30 reservation. And so it was like 6:25. So we wandered around the gift shop. And that's another thing. You enter the restaurant through the gift shop. So if you have kids, before you even get to sit down, they are in the gift shop wanting stuff. And we heard, like, there were kids all around there going, Mom, 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 Dad, Dad, Dad. Like, and honestly, the pricing wasn't too bad when you think of a gimmicky place like Rainforest Cafe.
The prices were actually better than I expected.
Yeah, they were. They were better than I expected. Like a Rainforest Cafe mug was like, what, $20?
Not even.
Not even.
Say somewhere like 10 to 12.
Mm-hmm. They had like little safari stuff, and some of the gift shop is fun to just kind of look at because the theming does extend into the gift shop, and so you've got like a big snake that is like hanging down the branches, like its tongue will like kind of like slip, like it's like at you. And one of this girl, she was taller, almost walked straight into it, and she screamed bloody murder. It was highly entertaining. Because I'm fairly certain that her dad directed her that way because there was a guy about to fall on the floor because he was laughing so hard. Pretty sure that was dad or uncle, and pretty sure he sent her that direction. But like there's monkeys and things, and the one thing that is unique about the Galveston restaurant that is not at any other restaurant, they have a river raft ride, and it is $8 per person. We didn't do it. However, you can find plenty of POVs on YouTube. It was, to us, it was really reminiscent of, if you've been to Worlds of Fun in Kansas City, it's very Fury of the Nile. You're on like this, big tube, or if you've done the Infinity Falls at SeaWorld in Orlando, it's that same kind of setup. Yeah, you don't get near that wet. It's pretty much like
kind of like Cali.
Yeah, Cali River Rapids. So, that same style of seating, but it's more like a really lazy river style.
I'd say it's almost more of a living with the land in a circular boat.
Yeah, it's but it's the only restaurant that still has a ride at all.
Yeah.
That's what makes this one really unique.
We didn't do the ride.
We did not. We had talked about it, but we ended up deciding not to, simply because we were both very tired. We had been up since 1 o'clock that morning, and we were ready to eat and go to bed. So we each got a drink. You got a Pilsner.
Just got a draft, yeah.
And I had one of their specialty drinks. And the drinks do come in a glass that you can take home. Online says that they will give you a ticket to take to the register to get new glassware, but that's not the case. At least that wasn't our experience. They just took our glasses, rinsed them, put them in Rainforest Cafe bags, and handed them back. Mm-hmm. So, if you were wanting one in like a box, bring a box to wrap it in.
Yeah.
I ordered the nacho, like the appetizer nacho, as my meal.
Big.
It was huge. It was massive. It was bigger than the one at Hard Rock.
Bigger than the Italian nachos at Old Chicago too.
Mm-hmm. It was okay. It's probably not something I would order again. It was very. I will say it's like it sat there a while because none of the chips were crisp.
Mm.
It was very like
Soggy.
Even the ones that had nothing on it, you could like wiggle it and it like moved. And it wasn't the best. I ate a lot of it with a fork. You had
I had some sort of chicken stir fry
salad thing.
No, it was a chicken stir fry.
Korean
Yeah.
chicken stir fry. How was it? It smelled okay.
They need to marinate the chicken longer because that way it actually gets inside the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
But
Sam had me taste a bite of the chicken, and to me,
the sauce isn't bad. The chimichurri sauce they have on there.
Mm-hmm. To me,
but overall, it's still bland because
the marinade does
it's like they toss it in the marinade instead of letting it saturate it.
I tried the chicken, and to me, it reminded me of a lean cuisine or healthy choice stir fried chicken sauce, and like that's exactly when I tasted it. I went, "What'd they do? Open up a lean cuisine?"
I think so. Overall, the food is not really the reason you go to Rainforest Cafe. I don't think because the food is
I'd say the food got like a 3 out of 10.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
We probably could have shared the nachos and been just fine. But we talked about it, but we're like, well, then we still have the rest of this gift card. Our total before tip. Now I had a $50 gift card and you had a $25. Oh, internet in there is horrible. If you have an online gift card that you need to use, screenshot it before you go in, and do not plan to have internet or like 4G access or anything while you're in there.
Yeah.
However that is built, the signal does not work.
Does not work hardly at all.
They do have free Wi-Fi. You can ask your server for the Wi-Fi password, and they will give it to you gladly, and they'll tell you themselves that there's no signal in there. But
it's like our local grocery store.
Right?
You walk inside, you lose signal.
Mm-hmm. So I had a $50 gift card and you had $25, and we did not order dessert, and we our total was $78.11.
We paid $3.11 plus the tip, so about $10.
We paid about $10 out of pocket because the server was good. He did a good job. He made sure that, because we both got waters as well, he made sure that our waters stayed filled, that when I asked for a box, he was really concerned. He's like, is everything okay? Do you want me to have them make you something different? He was very polite. He was a very, very good server, so he made sure to tip accordingly. How do you explain to a kid that's like 20 years younger than you are that you've been awake since 1 a.m. and you just aren't hungry because you're so exhausted, when I guarantee this kid was probably up, and that he was up until 3, got 3 hours of sleep, and went into work, and will do the same thing and can still eat. How do you explain that? It's like, but just wait till you get a little older. Just wait till you hit your 30s. So overall, we had a really nice table. We were sat next to a little aquarium, which was nice. But overall,
the tables for two are kind of small with how big the plates are.
The plates are very big. We had our drinks up on the ledge by the aquarium because there was no room. So if you are going even as a party of 2, definitely make sure to ask for a table for 4 because you will need the space.
Yeah.
Overall, what would you give our experience at Rainforest Cafe?
Maybe a 4, and that's because the server brings up the quality.
I would agree. I would say a 4 out of 10. Again, and I agree. The server did really well. The food was very lackluster. I've had better buffet food at Disney.
Yeah. Well, shoot, you've had better buffet food at Golden Corral. Let's be honest.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, and I know that 9/10 of it is the experience, and it was really nice that it wasn't super loud in
It
there.
wasn't, and we were directly in front of a giant gorilla.
Okay, so that makes it. I'll make it a 4.5 because we weren't in front of the giant gorilla. So, just definitely be aware if you are going to Galveston and going to Rainforest Cafe. Beware of the parking. Do note that you go in through the gift shop. So if you have kids that you know are going to ask for something, be prepared for that. Because, I mean, you walk in the door and you are right in that gift shop. There's no other way around it.
No.
That you go in through the gift shop. So, overall, 4.5 out of 10. Not probably something we would do again.
No.
We did give it another shot, which I think it was definitely fair.
I deserve that, but
we will not be going back.
No.
So let us know in the comments if you have ever been to Rainforest Cafe, whether as an adult, if you have memories of it as a kid. Would love to hear your stories. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!